All right, so today we're going back to videos, and because there isn't as much graphing involved in this one, so it's a little easier. Lots of vocabulary, though, on this particular lesson. I would ask that you maybe get a highlighter or a couple colored pencils before you start watching this so that you can highlight things as we go. Again, lots of words today. First one is something called perpendicular lines. These are two lines in a plane that intersect and form right angles. So I'm going to draw you a picture. So we might have something that looks like this. And we know that right here is a right angle. Those are perpendicular lines. All right. They are also, I'm going to add in here a vocabulary word from last year, that these are going to be supplementary. Because they make a straight line, and the two angles have to add up to 180. So we did that before. Parallel lines. Two lines in a plane that remain the same distance apart, and I'm going to ask that you go over and just color over these. These are your parallel lines. There's one, there's two. All right, they're going to always stay the same distance apart. Transversal. The transversal is the line that intersects two parallel lines, or three or four, so you can have more than one. But here it's the one that's going on the angle. So again, I want you to color over that. That's your transversal. So what happens then is once we now, once we now have these parallel lines and this transversal, we form a lot of different angle pairs, okay? And our angle pairs, we're going to be using two different colors right now. So first one are interior angles. Interior angles mean that they are between the parallel lines, right? So here are my parallel lines, and I'm going to put little dots where my interior angles are. So I have an interior angle here, 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 and here. Those are your interior angles. They're inside. Exterior angles are angles that are outside the parallel lines. So those are going to be here, 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 here. Okay, so those are just some general terms. Now we're going to talk about alternate interior angles. These are angles that are on opposite sides of the transversal and inside the parallel lines. They are not a linear pair. A linear pair means that they're on the same side of the line. All right, so this, again, I'm going to use two different colors. So my alternate interior angles. If I have this angle here, right, the alternate interior is over here. If I have this alternate interior angle, then this is its alternate interior. And they're going to basically end up forming an X. Okay, they form this X. Excuse me. Alternate exterior angles. So when we know exterior means that they're on the outside of the parallel lines, and opposite means that they're going, or alternate means you're going to be on opposite sides of the line. So this is going to be very similar, but on outside. So we're going to have this one up here is alternate interior to this one. This angle up here is alternate interior to this one. So again, either using different colors or you could use different symbols. All right, corresponding angles. These are angles that are on the same side of the transversal in corresponding positions. Corresponding positions mean same position. So here we have, and I'm going to end up using all four of my colors here. So if I have this one, what we're basically doing is we're taking and we're going to translate down the transversal until we get to the next spot. And that's going to then be this one. Or I could take this one, translate it down the transversal, and it's going to end up here. Or I could have this one. I'm going to draw a little line for that. I could translate it down, and it's going to end up here. And then you have your last one, which I'll do with another dot, that one, and that one. All right, vertical angles, we talked about those last year. Vertical angles are formed by intersecting. They're opposite angles formed by intersecting lines. Right, so they're kind of diagonal from each other. So I could have, for example, this one is vertical to this. I could have this vertical to this. Supplementary angles are angles whose sum is 180 degrees. These are also sometimes called a linear pair. Okay, so for example, 1 and 2 are a linear pair. They're on the same line and they add up to 180 degrees. Okay. I just want to do a couple of these for practice, and then we'll save the rest of it for class. So J and F. All right, well, here's J. Here's F. I want to know which one of my vocabulary words are those. They're on the same side of the line, so they're not one of our alternate. One's interior, one's exterior, so they can't be alternate interior or exterior. They are not diagonal from each other, but they are corresponding. Right, those are corresponding to each other. All right, let's try E and G. All right, so here's E, here's G. Well, those make a straight line, so these are a linear pair, and they're supplementary. Okay, so we're going to do more of that together in class, but we have to know those vocabulary words. All right, any questions? Bring them to class. Have a good night.